Hello, 221. This Dirty Trucking. I got two videos I need to make. This is a heads up. This is a heads up. I don't know if this is happening in your state or anybody out there that comes across this video has experienced this or this has happened to you. First of all, I'm going to put it out there. People fall on hard times. And when you fall on hard times, you get behind in your bills. And when you get behind in your bills, things don't get paid that need to get paid. We all aware of that. I sympathize with that. But the people who want their money don't. So this is a heads up. This is a true story of what happened. It's a heads up about these tow truck vehicles. I've been seeing them riding around here, just all willy-nilly. They be here at this building. That's one thing I don't like. But tow trucks is in big business. They in business to get your vehicle. They have partnered with apartment buildings, businesses, and they towing people vehicles. That's the one thing I don't like about this building. That if you park in front of this is a gated property here. But if you park in front of one of the towers here at the gated property, like you want to run up your apartment, or you got groceries and you want to run in, or even because now they got the notice up for any length of time. Before I used to just pull up, run the groceries up, or either if you park there to go in there to see somebody for a few minutes, they tow in your car. They sent notifications out to make sure you park in the right area. When you're in the parking structure, make sure you're in between the lines. Don't park in front of them condominium signs. They're going to tow your car. I don't like that. But this is not my building. Because they got an intercom system. Instead of towing these people's cars, causing some type of situation for them when you do that, you got an intercom. And they can go over the intercom because you got security that walks around here and patrol. They could easily go on this intercom because it goes to everybody's apartment. Vehicle such and such, you need to move your vehicle or to be towed. But I guess they got tired of, I've only heard them make that announcement maybe twice in my 2 years here. So I can't say they got tired of saying it. I've only heard them make that announcement maybe twice in the 2 years I've been here about moving their vehicles. They're going to be told till finally they done got tired and sent out a notification to everybody by email and placed it on their, that letters that do not park in front of the building, park in the parking structure, park in the proper place. But that's the one thing I don't like. I don't like, but it's not my building. I mean, I'm not in the business of putting somebody in a hardship by towing their cars, and they here either visiting or doing something conducted here at your apartment community. I'm not in the business of doing that, but they are. So people are partnered, and they are in business to fatten the tow truck companies. Now, tow truck companies who went from, they used to, the big thing here that they were involved with a lot of car thefts around here. That was the big thing, and there was a lot of other some people involved with that. So that was the talk, that they were involved with a lot of car thefts around here. But here's the thing. They have partnered with businesses to where tow trucks are making big business now. On the 22nd. If you don't believe they're not targeting my friend. I mean, how much devastation, how much hardship can you place on an individual? Now, I'm not condoning what happened with my son when I tell you this. Because he didn't tell me what was going on with him. And I told you a while back in a video that I discovered that he had been sleeping in his car by accident when I seen his car. So he explained why he was doing that. I understood. He said somebody was trying to get his car, steal his car. He would come back to scratches on the window. And I understand. Because he was living in one of those questionable neighborhoods at a house. And he said the people next door, he believed they were trying to get in the car. So he started sleeping in the car. That's your decision. I understand that. There's a lot of people around here sleeping in their cars. But on the 22nd, now how much hardship can you put on somebody? The boy was barely making any money. And seems like every time he was getting to where he could make money, something happened with that car. Tires. And let me tell you, the family history. They seem to be doing stuff and placing me and my family, my son, through stuff that I went through as a child. Or based off of something that was going on with his grandfather. See, my father used to work on his cars. Used to have an axle laying around all willy-nilly. Transmission, he'd drop one in the backyard. My father worked on cars. He wasn't a mechanic, but he worked on cars. His cars. My father, when I was growing up, had a yard full of tires in the backyard. So that explains all these tire issues I'm having. They seem to be doing stuff to my family, present day, off of things when I was coming up as a child. My father had a yard full of tires, and I'm having all these unusual tire issues. They like to drum up business. See, when they go around doing shit to your vehicle, that business you end up getting money, your money. So whoever did that shit to that tire, the place I took it to get it fixed, got money. But I believe that was a setup. I believe they put that in there for me to have to go there that day. I believe that was a setup. They've been around here setting shit up. Setting shit up for other people to get your money by doing things to your shit. So, I'm going to put this story out there. Now, I don't know how much hardship that you can place on me and my family, but the shit just keeps getting worse. The boy ain't walking around here with a lot of anger, and I think they keep doing this shit to him for him to snap and do something so they can get a hold to him. I think that's what they doing. He's walking around here with a lot of anger and rage because people fucking with him. They've been fucking with him, targeting him and what he do to make money, caused him not to make money. He done got all these damn tickets. I don't know how. That's impossible. I paid them tickets. There's no way in hell he's sitting up here telling me those tickets from when he stayed at that apartment building, and I know I paid all of them. It's fucking impossible. But I'm going to put it out there. Be careful in your state or wherever you are. If you fell on hard times, you're behind in the car payment, you riding around trying to figure it out, ducking and dodging, put the word out. Be careful. Because these tow trucks is in big business to get your vehicle. On the 22nd, My son was asleep in his car. Got woken up to the tow truck hooking up to the front of his car. He was asleep in the car. The tow truck hooked up to it. You're not supposed to hook a tow truck up to a car when somebody's in it. But he told me he was asleep in the car. That's what he told me. Now, that's the story my son told me. He was asleep in the car. He was up there on 8 Mile in the parking lot. Sleep in the car like other people are doing and were doing up there. A tow truck hooked up to him. He called me frantic, yelling, "Man, they finna get my car." Car got repoed. He fell behind in his payments considerably. The boy been struggling. Every time he turn around. See, they bringing past family shit into the present. My father used to work on cars, so they've been doing shit out here to my son to try to turn him into my father. They had him working on his car. He changing tires rapidly. But I believe one of the issues with the tires, he called himself. You can't go around putting a larger size tire on the front end of your car all willy-nilly. So I think that caused his current tire problems with the car. But they've been going around here. He's been having, every vehicle he got, unusual mechanical issues. They were getting his pockets with mechanical issues that I believe somebody was causing. A lot of it's from the roads here, them potholes. But he had some unusual issues. Car got repoed on the 22nd. Wasn't nothing I could do. It was a repo status. The boy's been living in his car. He's been living homeless. He's not making enough money. Because every time he turned around, he got to do something with that car. Or something happened with the car. Or he done got a ticket for something with that car. They were targeting him through his driving in that vehicle. See, when people target you, you got to pay attention to how they coming at you. What are they targeting? What are they doing? If it's at the job and they targeting you, it's something they doing to make you look like you doing something that you shouldn't be doing because they targeting you. You got to pinpoint how they targeting you and flip the script on their ass. But see, my son didn't believe me when I told him about all this shit that was going on. That they was doing this type of shit. I bet his ass see now. He fell behind in his payments. Didn't tell me. And they repoed his car. My son been living homeless. The boy done had it so fucking hard. I don't even know why he living like that. How he got like that. But they repoed the car. And then I found out the finance company that financed the car for him is in Warren, Michigan. Good old Warren, Michigan. What do we know about Warren, Michigan? Ain't that way Warren Truck Plant is? Wow. You end up getting your car financed through a company that was in Warren, Michigan. Wait, Daimler Chrysler is located. The plant that is the reason why you is living like you living. We don't have our house anymore. All this shit going on. And your finance company is in Warren, Michigan. So we call the finance company. Now, Michigan law here about your car being repoed, you have 15 days to try to get your car back. 15 days. So I told him to call the finance company and see, and let him know he was homeless. He said that's what he didn't do. He didn't call him. Let them know your situation. See what they can do. Said we need $805 to get the car out. If you can get us $250 by the 2nd, we can hold it till the 16th. We won't start preparations. They kept saying prepare to sell it. You can't prepare to sell anything until after 15 days. But she kept saying we may prepare. We may prepare. So she told him you got to get $250 to him on the 2nd. The 2nd is Labor Day. It is a national governmental holiday. Told him to get $250 to him by the 2nd. If he don't, they're going to start preparation. They may start preparation. She always kept saying may. Start preparation to sell his vehicle. Then he going to be left stuck owing all the rest of that money on that car. I don't want to see the boy lose his car. It's rent time when that shit happens. Now I got to be late in my rent to get him up this money. So they won't sell his car. Instead of letting me get my rent paid, and we deal with this by the end of the week, the 6th. At least give him to the end of the week. You told him to pay you $250 on a fucking national holiday, a governmental holiday. And told him that if he don't, then we're going to need the full $805 by the 6th, which is that Friday, the end of the week. And if we don't get that, we're going to proceed to sell the car. Now, his car got towed on the 22nd, and I'm trying to figure out how they count these 15 days. Is it 15 business days of the financial institution? Or just 15 days, including Saturday, Sunday? How you count your 15 days? I know that hurt my son. He hurt. He just can't seem to get on his feet. Every time he turn around, something happening with that car. He got getting tickets. I said, they targeting you. And pretty soon, they're going to have you at a position where you ain't going to be able to drive your car. You're going to be on the bus. You're going to get money to pay Ubers and Lyfts. See what they doing and stop it. Stop going in those areas. Stop hanging where you know they were targeting you. Stop driving way out when you know you got bad tires. Stop letting them lure you in the areas where they set you up for this shit. He wouldn't listen. They've been around here setting people up. And ever since Chrysler set me up with that shit, they've been around here setting people up. They set me up. They've been targeting my son. Now, I don't know how much of his story is his fault. How much he lying about? Because I'll need to get both of them individuals in the same room. Find out who lying here. Has he been lying the whole time? Just not taking care of what he need to take care of? Or you been targeting them delivered? I believe they've been targeting him. Because my son was living downtown Detroit. I didn't even know he had that car. He sprung it on me one day as a surprise. He got him a car. I was happy for him. Nice car. He loved it. He loved that car. And we all know how we are about our vehicles. And something happened to our vehicles. You hurt? He hurt. Ain't nothing I can do. They took what he was using to make money. And then they want him to come up with money for the car. How you supposed to do that? You took what he was using to make money. The car was his job. So therefore, you can't get no money. The obligation is finna fall on others. He gonna ask for help, which is me. He reached out to his uncle, my brother. He ain't heard nothing back. I mean, at this point, after you done told him what you needed and you ain't heard nothing back, you might as well go ahead and stop going telling the family what's going on with you. Because I stopped talking to my family after that shit happened to me at Chrysler. But they've been reaching out to my son through his Facebook, keeping in contact, keeping up. He ended up telling them about when I was about to lose my apartment. Why are you telling them that?
I'm sorry I didn't call you last night, honey.
They not finna do anything.
No, it's not.
Don't spread my business through the family. I ain't talked to them in over 20 years. I don't know how he got in contact with my brother. My brother reached out. Been trying to communicate to me. I'm not ready.
You're not gonna lose me.
Because that matter at one truck hasn't been resolved. Oh, yes. You thought I was the only child. No. I got brothers. Not by my same father. I got brothers. I got sisters. I got cousins. I got aunts. I got uncles. So when you were doing this shit to me, I'm not alone. You just broke up the family when you did it. But that's a different story. He reached out to his uncle, who hasn't come through. And I don't know if it's because, I don't know. You know, when people talk to you about your situation and start hearing you explain why you in your situation, I don't know, sometimes they make sense that you may be lying or not telling the truth or being truthful. I don't know. Or maybe it's how you come across when you're asking for the money, or they just, I don't know. Somehow, it may be where you treat somebody. They find out you're not treating your parents quite, right. You might not get no help. So, they haven't got back with money to help them. So now it's going to fall on me. Now my rent going to have to be late. Because I don't want to see the boy lose the car and end up owing all that kind of goddamn money. So, I'm just putting out there what's happening. Y'all be careful with these tow trucks around here. Even in trucking. If you're parking your truck some damn where. They got some sort of reader. That's how did they know you were up there? Either they had a tracker on that car. I said, how did they know you were up there in that parking lot? He said they rolled by and read the license plate. So these tow trucks have some sort of reader that they can ride by and read your plate and find out if it's in repo status. And they whip up and they hook up your goddamn car. They probably been following them for a while. And I don't know when it got in repo status. He don't either, because he been living homeless. They probably been following him for a while. And finally he was up there on 8 Mile, sleep in the car. And they hooked up to it while he was in the car. So now we got to get this straight. You know, people, I don't want to say that's dirty. But knowing the situation he in and what he's been going through, that's some dirty shit to do. That boy was living in his car. He had just got up the money to get his tags, got his insurance, got everything straight. He said he went up there, and when he was getting up there, he was going to go to sleep. And the next day he was getting up, starting to get the money to get something to the people that he had to pay for the car. He paid out over $400 to get his shit straight. And they came and towed the car. That's why I didn't put new tires on that car. Because I figured they was going to do something like that. They like to wait till you put shit on the car and then they come get the car. But something happened with me, so I couldn't even get them the tires. Uber prevented me from doing that. That would have been a Christmas gift. Try to get him a set of 4 tires. It would have been nice because he needed. So, we going through it. We still going through it. My family is some sort of targeted people here in Michigan that if you ever see me, just watch. I see them when I'm in a restaurant. I'm seeing them when I go places, how they sit there and stare and look at me. And I wonder why you looking at me like that. I ain't no movie star. Everybody do it. I was in a Chinese restaurant for Christmas with my son. I saw this big, huge Caucasian dude at the booth. Sitting there eating, looking at me all crazy, staring at me. But the look was evil. You ever see me? Just pay attention. Just look how they looking and watching me. Watch who looking and watching me. There's something going on. It's something they done done to my family. It's something they don't want out. And I'm going to find out what the fuck all this shit about. I don't like people going around doing shit to put somebody in a hardship. To cost them their livelihood. You cost them their housing or whatever they call their housing. You cost them what they need to make money. I don't like people that do that. And you shouldn't be doing that. And they need to stop that shit. Stop these people from doing shit that is placing people in hardships. So y'all be careful out there. Because it's not only tow trucks with cars. It's tow trucks with trucking too. I see them big tow trucks around here, riding around here in Detroit. We got a couple of big tow trucks companies around here that tow trucks, that tow semis. So y'all be careful out there. I'm putting the word out. Tow trucks is big business now. They out here to look for vehicles that they can get. And they gonna get your vehicle. They got some kind of device. They can read your plate to find out what kind of status your car in. And they gonna hook up to it and take it. Be careful. I know the struggle is real. We out here trying to maintain to keep our shit. But they in business to take the shit. I'm just putting the word out. Watch out for these tow companies. Because they have partnered with businesses, agencies, to get information to tow your shit. They were already doing it illegally, stealing the shit. But now they partnered with people to take the shit. So, it's dirty trucking. I'm an open book. I don't mask what's going on in family. I discuss and try to find out what the fuck going on in my family. Why is my family having all these issues after that Warren truck plant shit? Why is my family seem to be targeted by motherfucking people that seem to want us homeless with no money and out on the fucking streets? Who the fuck sick these people on my family?